Hey. Happy Monday. All right, so today's topic is going to be just really quick. It's kind of like a Facebook etiquette, do's and don'ts, if you are using your Facebook for business. So, by all means, I'm not the boss of anyone. You can post whatever you want on your Facebook. You can do whatever you want on your Facebook. After all, it's your Facebook. But if you want to have a successful business on Facebook, you might want to pay just a teeny tiny bit of attention to the things I'm about to tell you. And this is not an all-inclusive list. This is just kind of like the things that I myself have picked up on and took note of. And a lot of them are things that I personally had to change about myself. So without further ado, here we go. These are the list of don'ts. Don't post negativity. I understand that not everybody's life is perfect and not every day is sunshine and roses, and that sometimes you might have a bad day and you might want to share it, and that's okay if it's like something that's like, there's like valid negativity, and then there's like negativity that it's like, seriously, is she complaining about her life again? Like, valid negativity would be things like, I just got in a car accident and my car is totaled. Oh my God. That's valid negativity. It has probably a right to be posted if you want to talk about it. Not valid negativity would be like the TV is showing the wrong thing again today. Like grumble every day, something that you have to complain about something. Like, that's what I mean about not posting negativity. And if you wreck your car every day, don't post it every day, or people are going to start to question your driving. This is a touchy subject, okay? Politics. And right now we are in prime political season. I have my political views. Most of you probably don't even know them. You know why? Because I don't talk about them. I would highly recommend keeping the politics way far away from your Facebook. Do you want to know why? Because that is the absolute most controversial subject that anybody can talk about. There are usually two sides, this side and this side, the right and the left. And this is my right, but I don't know if it's going to be right on the screen. And this is my left, and I don't know if it's going to be left on the screen. And that's a perfect, comparison. Just because this is my right, but when I look at my screen and I'm talking, I'm shaking my left finger. Get what I'm saying? It's so much, sketchy territory. It's just not worth getting into. Families fall apart because of politics, okay? Friendships are ended. Marriages, end. It's not worth sacrificing your business to talk about politics on Facebook. If you really, really want to talk about politics, do it in private messages with some like-minded people. And if you want to talk about debating, find some friends who are on the opposite end of the spectrum. Sign a mutual contract that says that you'll still be friends at the end of the political season, and just hash it out. I have friends that I do that with. I mean, I don't really get all up in politics. I have a degree in politics. But it's just not it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I don't care if you're voting for Donald Trump or Bernie Sanders or who. I don't care. Keep it off your Facebook if you're trying to use your Facebook for business. You can thank me later. This is one that was a little hard for me. I'm gonna be straight with y'all, okay? Cursing like a sailor. Every now and then you might drop a little bit of a curse word, and that's okay. But let's try to keep it imagine that you're at a party, okay? You're at a party for your business. Or you're at work and you're sitting in your office at your desk, and all of a sudden you just decide to start flinging off F-bombs. What are the people in the office going to think? They're going to be like, oh my God, listen to her. What is she talking about? No. So just kind of, don't curse like a sailor on your Facebook. This is kind of a given, and this is a completely different area that we should be talking about, but I'm just going to make sure that this is said here. Don't spam nothing but business posts. You need to put your personal life on there. And I'll get into that in the do's, but If all you do is post like buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, join my team, buy my stuff, join my team, buy my stuff, join my team, people are gonna not pay attention to you. And when people don't pay attention to your posts, you get knocked down in the Facebook algorithm of life, okay? Nobody sees your stuff anymore. Why? Because Facebook says you're not interesting. It's just the facts of life. So post a little about life. Talk about life. Work your business into your life. That is the craziest concept ever, working business into your life. But when your life is part of your business, when you're in this line of work, you just do it. Just do it. Get your husband involved, or get your wife involved, or get your kids involved, or there are so many amazing ways that you can post about family and life. And if you don't want to share your family with like strangers, if you have strangers on your Facebook, then share other personal stuff. You've got to do something. You cannot post nothing but business, okay? Don't do it. Okay, let me give you a scenario. Scrolling through my Facebook, and I see somebody post something about Beyonce. Okay, I'm going to be straight with y'all. I love Beyonce. I do. There was some like controversy over her Super Bowl thing and something about black and white, and that's another thing. Don't get into the race stuff. I didn't write that on my list, but I'm just going to tell y'all, stay out of the race stuff, okay? It's not worth it. Don't be a racist, and don't talk about race. We're all human beings. All of us. Back to Beyonce. So there were some people dissing on Beyonce, all right? Now, my first thought is, I got to jump and defend my girl, okay? I got to be like, you ain't going to talk crap about Beyonce. But then I have to think, if I say what I'm thinking that I want to say about Beyonce, is it really going to be worth the potential downfall of that person getting mad at me and me like basically causing a bunch of controversy and arguing on Facebook over stuff that's really not that big of a deal? Probably not. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to walk away and be like, Beyonce is the girl, because I probably am. But for me to walk away and not comment on their post that was talking crap about Beyonce, that was the bigger person thing to do. And sometimes it's hard to walk away from those types of things. And sometimes they'll be about bigger things than Beyonce. Like, it could be about things like Obama, okay? Everybody is always busting on Obama. And sometimes you just keep it off Facebook. And if you see somebody say something and you're like, that's Obama's fault, and you want to comment so bad and be like, that's Obama's fault, don't do it. Or, other way around, somebody is like, yeah, Obama, he like caused like the whole world to explode and like the Nazis to come back, and you want to be like saying Obama did not do that, okay? It's not worth it. Walk away. Don't comment. Don't comment on anything controversial. Facebook, you want to be the positivity, and that's when we're about to get into the do's, okay? So now that we went over the don'ts, and yeah, that was kind of a brief little list because there's so much more don'ts, but those are the things that really stick out to me. And these are the do's. The number one do is be positive. Be positive. Find the positivity in everything that happens in life. Even when it doesn't seem like there's any positivity there, find it. Be the positive beacon for people. Post positive things. Share positive thoughts. Your attitude attracts people to you. If you put out positivity, you attract positivity. And if you put out negativity, you attract negativity back. I'm sorry, but it's true. And I know a lot of people might not believe that, but it's true. If you're posting happy thoughts on your page, people are going to comment happy thoughts back. If you're posting unhappy thoughts, people are going to start complaining right back. It's just how it works. Post interactive things. And by interactive things, that means if you're on my team, I actually have a whole album in our team group. And if you're not in my team group, and you're still in like my bigger team, then message me and I will send you some if you need some. But most of you know what I'm talking about. Interactive things that get people to strike up some conversations. And interact with them, okay? Don't just post it and walk away. So, like, an example of that is you got 4 houses, A, B, C, and D. Which one would you want to live in? People start picking houses. Make sure you tell them which house you want to live in and pay attention to their answers. And, interact with them. It helps your Facebook algorithm, and it makes you somebody that people like actually, they're like, oh yeah, this is fun. And don't post nothing but that, but you need to post some things like that. Just because it makes you likable. This, actually, I'm going to save that for last because it is the most important. Be relatable. Be relatable. And the way that you can be relatable is to show that you're human. And to be showing that you're human does not mean that you're going to complain about everything. And it doesn't mean that you're going to be like this big pot of sunshine every day. But you relate to people. You know, like, I have an autistic son. So if I'm scrolling through my feed and I see someone post something about autism and I'm like, I didn't know she had an autistic child. You know, I comment and say, I have an autistic child too. If you're struggling, like, let's say you got into the adult coloring world and you can't color in the lines. I can't color in the lines. Okay, I'm a graphic designer too, and I can't color in the lines. Post that. I would love to be part of the adult coloring world, but I just can't stay in the lines. And you wouldn't believe how many people like me are going to comment back and be like, girl, I feel you, because I can't do it either. Provide value to the people on your friends list. So you need to post things that people are going to be able to gain from. Like me, I try to post tutorials like once a week or so. I try not to overdo it, and I'm slacking a little bit right now, but post value. So I will ask my friends in my customer group and say, what do you guys want me to do a video on? And then they vote. And then I do the video because that's what they asked for. So I'm giving them something of value. Even if it's not like professional and it's not the best, it's me giving them something that I can try to help them with. Other things that you can do to post value are, you can give like recipes, or you could give like organizational tips, or all kinds of things like that. Give them something that makes them feel like you're contributing to their life in a good way. And another thing I kind of touched on earlier was to post a balance of personal and business. So, like I said, you're going to want to post so much about your business and so much about your personal life, and you don't have to get into the in-depths of your personal life. Like that, don't get me wrong. You don't want to get too personal on Facebook, okay? But you want to make sure that you're talking about, like, you know, during the holidays, post pictures of your Christmas tree. Hey, check my tree out. Is it not cool? Like, or post like about the weather where you're at. Like, I live in Florida. It's actually cold here for us. It's like in the 60s. And that's something personal I can post. I don't have to post about my actual personal life to say that it's like cold to me because it's 60 degrees, and then I can have all my northern friends be like, ma'am, screw you. It's like 2 degrees and snowing up here. It's just, you know, one of those things. And then, this I consider the most important do, okay? For me, this is the absolute most important, and that is to always be yourself. Always. Never try to be somebody that you're not. But at the same time, be the best possible version of yourself. So you want to make sure that you are, if you haven't found the best version of yourself, then sit down and do some soul searching and try to find the best version of yourself. What are the things that you do that people like, that attract people? What is it that is good about you? And find that and put that out there. Always be genuine, though. Always be you. Always be genuine. Don't talk about politics. And your Facebook business should thrive. And this is something that, it's not just to do this for a day or two. You got to do this forever. Forever and ever and ever. So, hope this helps. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.